How can a wife overcome husband's silent treatment? I don't know. Never been a wife before, so I don't know how that happens usually. All right, but just the general idea is that we have to use a different force, a different influence. If we get constantly getting silent treatments, then there's clearly an issue with the whole situation. So you're going to have to look deeper as to what the issues are and try to resolve them. Make a lot of dua as well. Have a candid discussion without getting flustered or nagging. Nagging never helps. Nagging hardly ever helps. Okay? Maybe some slight, light nagging might help to get a job done. But anything more than that, it just becomes a sound in the background. Just remember that from a husband's perspective, usually. Okay? So what's very important is that dealing with the silent treatment, just every time you have it, talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but then you're going to have to reflect why it's happening. And again, if it's something from my side, the person must think, they're going to have to try to sort that out. But eventually, what you're going to have to do is to have a conversation and find out why it happens. And see if there's any validity in that. If there's something I can change, you're going to have to think to yourself. If it is, you're going to have to change. Otherwise, if it's from both sides and the other person, the husband, is not understanding that, not acknowledging that, then you're going to probably have to get somebody else involved. I've seen too many wives try to do it on their own. Okay? I've dealt with several cases just in the last few weeks where these wives are trying to solve the matter, whether it's on the brink of divorce or after divorce, in terms of custody and in terms of expenses and so on. It's not your job to do it. You can't do it. It's very difficult. You need to get your family involved. You need to get somebody. That's the Islamic way. Is that once it doesn't work between you, فَبَعَثُوا حَكَمًا مِّنْ أَهْلِهِ وَحَكَمًا مِّنْ أَهْلِهَا. Right, send a arbitrator on your behalf. You're going to have to do it. It's very difficult. I've seen for many of our women to do this, to get their rights sometimes. Okay, sometimes they overdo it, and sometimes they're a bit too powerful and they overdo and take half the house when it's not theirs, and so on. That's a bit of a different case. But otherwise, there's a lot of weakness in this regard. You need help. So I tell people, you need help. You can't be doing this yourself. The main thing is that, I'm answering these questions based on the fact that it's already the problem. But otherwise, we need to avoid these. For everybody else, we need to avoid getting to such a status that you can't solve this anymore. Because remember, the more problems you're going to allow to accumulate, the less it's going to be possible for you to solve all of them. It's still not impossible, but it's much more difficult. That's why get help sooner than later, right? As we always say.
With the Rayyan Courses subscription, you'll gain immediate access to over 250 hours of exclusive video lessons taught by experienced scholars. Sign up now at rayyancourses.com to continue your journey. Your next lesson is waiting.